please say your name and your age?
My name is Gabrielle Smith, and I am 23.
My name is Dautrieve Sanford, and I am 53 years old.
You have to think about it.
Once you pass a certain age, you just have to think about your birth date. I don't really think about how old I am.
My name is Emily Dautrieve. I am, as of May 28th, I'll be 74. It's been challenging, it's been enjoyable, and it's been a constant thing of compromise.
It's been challenging, but in a good way.
In my childhood, that was at the start of integration in Southern California. So a lot of us were bused to different parts of the cities.
I'm not just myself, I'm also a wife, I'm also a mother, I'm also a grandmother. I mean, I worked in law enforcement, so I've been a lot of things to different people.
There were some challenges in terms of inclusiveness and being the only black person that made me feel a little bit isolated at times.
I already have 2 strikes against me. One that I'm black and one that I'm a woman.
I found when we moved from California to Georgia, this stuff is like more blatant and is out, and like we don't associate with blacks. This is the neighborhood you stay in and what have you.
You might live among a lot of different races of people, but it might be something like they might not want for you to date their children. So even though you would be going to church with them, it was like a little bit of underlying tension.
The fact that somebody can have that much hatred for a group of people and you not know each and every single person.
It's not only just racism, but also sexism too. Because having worked out in the corporate world and law enforcement, that's predominantly a male kind of environment, you have to make sure that you know who you are.
So sexual harassment?
Oh, that's happened.
I did have one incident where I was grabbed by a doctor. He eventually ended up not being able to come on the property, but I just really didn't like the way my supervisor handled it. They sent me out of the workplace and let him stay.
I had a grandmother, Mama Elise, who lived to be 101, and she always taught us girls to look people directly in their eyes. Don't drop your head. Her comment was, I drop my head enough for all you children and grandchildren. So when you talk to people, especially whites, look them directly in the eye.
I'm glad women are speaking up, because a lot of times I feel like people don't believe women.
And then I found out from another doctor, he was in the hospital grabbing other nurses' behinds and doing all kind of stuff.
So I'm glad women are speaking up.
Do you think that men sometimes feel entitled to women's bodies?
Yes. Yes.
Women are socialized to kind of like hee and laugh it off, and I was, sometimes I do that too. Then I go, wait a minute, no, you just did something inappropriate. I'm not gonna be laughing and being uncomfortable.
I think when a man comes at you the wrong way, verbally, and you don't do anything, then they'll get the feeling like it's okay to go to the next level, which is touching or what have you.
Nobody likes to walk past a group of guys and feel like they're judging you like a piece of meat.
My mother was a really good role model, very hardworking.
One is Erykah Badu, because musically we resonate on so many levels.
First, my mother, she was a hard worker. She always took care of her family, and she always put God first.
Had a great relationship with my grandmother and my great-grandmother.
And then the second one is my spiritual mom, Dr. Betty Price. She's married to Apostle Fred Price in Los Angeles.
I look up to you too.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Okay.